One person watching. I don't know who that is. It's probably my wife. Yes, I was right. 2 people in here now. If you're new to the chat, please say hello. This is my first live stream, and we're just doing a little test today, and I want to see if anyone from Taiwan shows up. That would be interesting. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear my audio, okay? So this is my first live stream. I see 2 people in here. I think one is my wife. So I don't know if that counts. I'm not sure who the other person is. If you're new here, just leave a thumbs up. Hey, Stephen. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Don't have a lot to talk about today. The reason I scheduled it so early in the morning is because the vast majority of my subscribers are from Taiwan. So it's a little bit after 8 o'clock in Taiwan right now. And I want to see if I get some Taiwan viewers today as well. So far, so good. And I'm in my youngest son's bedroom right now. It's the quietest place in the house, so I kicked him out. Family's doing great. Everybody's sleeping except for my wife. She's in the other room watching. Thank you for asking. So a company has hit me up to do a review on a tripod, and I'm going to do a video on that. I'm not a review guy, but I'm going to probably do that either this weekend. So it's a nice little tripod here. I'll talk more about that later if we get more people in here. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good one. It's like a travel tripod, and I'm actually going out of town next week, and I'm going to give it a shot. I have for work, and I think it's going to be perfect for that. It's really small, but it'll fit right into my carry-on luggage. So I think it's going to be perfect for that. It came right at the right time. It's pretty nice. Actually, I've had a couple people hit me up on emails about having me review some things. Yes, they contacted me, and what's funny is I just read about you can get scammed that way. So I kind of did my research. Right before this tripod came, I had someone hit me up about doing a review on these AI glasses, kind of like Meta glasses. And I don't know, it's not something I would use, so I didn't want to do a review on those. So I kind of ignored that email. But right after that, this company called Newer hit me up, and even then I was kind of skeptical. So I did a little background check to make sure the email was from them, and sure enough it was. So yeah, they just hit me up out of the blue, and they said they gave me a list of about 5 different products I could review if I wanted to. And it was a wireless microphone, which I have plenty of wireless microphones, so I wasn't interested. And they had 3 lenses for like iPhones, and I didn't want that either. I had no interest in that, but this was on the list too, this small travel tripod. So I said, sure, why not? So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, they contacted me first, and took about a week and a half for the tripod to get here. And I have like a month to do a review on it. So I'll get that done. So is there anybody watching today from Taiwan today? No, they're not telling me what to say. I know you've probably heard that line before in other reviews. Pretty much just let them know when I'm done with it. So I'll of course give it an honest review. And the only thing the only negative I have about it is it's a ball and head tripod. So it's not great for video. Like if you want to pan a lot of action, things like that, you need a fluid head tripod, which I have. But especially for stationary stuff, like I said, I'm going out of town next week, and for my work, and I'm going to shoot interviews with it. It'll be perfect for that. I can keep it stationary. Like I said, it's small. It gets up to about 6 feet tall, so more than enough. So I probably won't have many negatives to say about it, other than that. But no, I think all in all, it looks like it's made pretty well. And I've seen some other reviews about it, and most people like it, I guess. But so no, I can say what I want to say. Now, if I say something bad, of course, I'll never hear from them again. But I'm not expecting to get like a lot of review opportunities from them. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
down the road. I use some of their products. I use their they're filters for my camera. I'm shooting on this web camera is the Osmo Pocket 4P. So I've been using that a lot. I bought filters from the Freewheel company for this. They're not on there right now, but so I do use their products. Yeah, I get to keep it when I'm done. So that's the payoff, I guess you could say. It's about a $240 tripod, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty good. I've had opportunities even a year ago when I had a lot less subscribers. Somebody hit me up about reviewing. They called it like a detective camera. It's like a hidden camera, like a camera that would look like a smoke detector, like something like that. I'm not going to review. I would never review products just for the sake of getting a free product, especially something that I'm not going to use. And then another company, Dehancer, hit me up. I don't know if you know about them, but it's for editing purposes. It's like a plugin that you use, and you can put it over your videos and give it a different look. And they've hit me up twice, and I agreed to do it, but I never did do it. And if I contacted them tomorrow, they would still let me do it, but it puts a lot more work into the editing process, which I really don't need to do. It's a nice product. A lot of creative people use it. Again, they're called Dehancer. No, no cash, just the tripod, which is plenty enough. Like I said, it's about a $200 and something tripod. And it's nice. I'm not a big time YouTuber where I'm going to get flown to like when the DJI started to release the camera that I'm using. I'm not going to get flown to Cancun or Toronto where they flew the big timers. I don't expect any like free camera gear down the road, but little things are nice, I guess. If you're watching the live stream, you don't have to chat if you don't want to, but put down where you're watching from. If you're all here in Houston, if you're just friends, or if you're from Taiwan or wherever you are in the country, just drop that down in the chat, please. Let me know where you're from. No, I've used this camera for my Teams meetings at work, just messing around, and I really liked how it looked. Pennsylvania. I'm actually next week I'm going to Boston, so kind of up your way. The live stream setup is pretty simple. I don't have any other program other than just running it through straight through YouTube. I'm not doing split screens with other people. So I have a softbox light here just because I have it, and to make the lighting a little bit better, using the Osmo Pocket 4P web camera and the DJI mic that comes with it. So it's just a simple setup. I had some issues. I was practicing this last night, and like I said, this was my first live stream, and the settings weren't right. It was wanting to go through, what messed me up was it was going through my EOS utility setup that I use when I use my mirrorless cameras. And I didn't see that at first. It took me forever to do it. But it's a pretty simple setup. I'm not sure how often I'll live stream, but I just wanted to try it out. Nope, no issues with the camera at all. The camera works great. I'm going to use it when I go to Boston next week too, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it connects directly into the side of this laptop. And when you plug it in, it'll pop up on the screen of the camera and it'll say webcam's one of the options, and it kind of knows that you want it for a webcam, so you just press webcam. And there's other things I can do with it, but I can change the look of it. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I might mess up. But this camera has different film looks that I've used off and on. And you can do that. So I can make it just, I don't know, have a little bit different colors, whatnot. But this is just the normal view. And I'm not sure if it's in 4K. I think it was one just doing 1080. The camera does 4K for sure, but I couldn't find that in the settings on the computer, so it doesn't really matter. Six people in the chat. Let me know where you're from. If you got any questions, so just talking about everything today. And if people are from Taiwan are in here, the chat translates for me, so I can see if you type in traditional Chinese in the chat, I can, it's been translating pretty well. So if you're from Taiwan, let me know. And if you're just joining me, like I said, I'm in my son's room. He's sleeping in the room over, and I kicked him out of the room because he's got a nice, neat, clean room. So I kicked him out last night. I told him to sleep in his brother's bedroom. His brother's not here, but so that's my setup. I do not speak Mandarin. I know probably 10 to 20 words. I can say hello. And my wife lets me know about that all the time. But that's the great thing about Taiwan is you can get around pretty well, even if you don't speak Mandarin. Most things are in English as far as transportation, and a lot of the restaurants have either pictures you can point to what you want to eat, or they have English translated menus over there. And a lot of people speak English over there, so which is a lot different than Japan, which I went there once before, and I didn't run into as much English speakers over there. So, but Taiwan's pretty easy to live and get around. Eight viewers. I'm up to a record now. So if you're here, say hello. Let me know where you're from. Yeah, Taiwan's great. I'm looking at going again next March. I was supposed to go this summer for the second time this year. I went earlier in March. I was going to go this summer, but I had 5 weeks off this summer for my job, and it looked like rain every day, and I didn't want to go there if it was raining. So my wife and son were already over there. They had gone earlier and they were going to come back later. And I decided I had a lot of stuff to do around the house. We were getting new carpeting and a bunch of other stuff. So I just canceled that trip, and they refunded me. And right now I'm looking at maybe next March again, but probably go rain or shine this time if I do. Were they in Taipei? What city was it? Oh, okay. First time I went to Taiwan in 2002. Yeah, that's about when I went. Well, 2002. You did have to drive down south for sure, and we went to Taipei, flew into Taipei, and took buses all the way down to the my wife and I all the way down to the bottom of Taiwan to Kenting. And back then you had to take a bus, so we would take buses all the way down there. Now they have that high-speed rail, and the rail system there is great, so it's really easy to get around there. I don't know about Pennsylvania, Stephen, but it's been very hot here. I think it's going to be about 103 degrees here in Houston today. We have had no rain for like the past couple weeks, and none in the forecast. It's very hot here. I know I'm going, like I said, going to Boston next week, and it looked like it's going to be pretty much in the 70s going Thursday through Saturday. So 70s and 60s for lows. So that's pretty good. I saw something where it said El Nino is going to cause, I think it's supposed to be warmer in the north. Yeah, 59, that's great. It's supposed to be warmer in the north. I don't know, I think it meant this winter, but I think we're supposed to get more rain here this winter and colder down here, so we'll see. It's different every year. The good thing is I think the weather pattern has kept all the hurricanes and tropical storms. There's been nothing, knock on wood, developing anywhere. So we've been lucky this year because we get hurricanes off and on. Yeah, I grew up in Florida, so I like the heat. And I worked out in the heat, or I still work out in the heat, not as much as I used to in my other job, but I like it because I can play golf year round. So that's why I like it. I like it when it's hot. I hate cold weather. Can't stand it. Again, if you're watching the live stream, let me know where you're from. You don't have to chat, but let me know where. Hey, Rashid, how's it going? There's a Houstonian. Rashid knows it's hot, right, Rashid? We were just talking about how hot it is here, so. I don't think I've ever been to Tyler, Texas. I've been everywhere else. My job takes me to El Paso, Brownsville, Laredo. I work for a school system. We have schools all across the state, and I've never been to Tyler, though. Yeah, it's been 100 here all week. I had to get a new roof put on finally after the house is 24 years old now. And I felt so bad for those guys. The roofers were they started about 7:30 in the morning. They got done probably about 4:30, but I don't know how they did it. Yeah, for sure. I have, so I went to school for broadcasting in the 80s, early 80s, and I worked in TV as a news videographer, cameraman for many, many years from 85 to, I was in the TV business until 2022. Yeah. So almost 40 years. And started off in Bowling Green, Kentucky, went to Nashville, then moved to Houston in 1994, worked for a TV station here for a long time. And I don't know if you watch TV news, but it's dying. So I got out of that. And I work for a school system here now, shooting video and still photographies for them. And it's great. Why did I decide to do a live this morning? Just because, Rashid, just because I wanted to see if I could pull it off. And I've had up to 5 or 6 people here, so I guess it's a mini success, but a lot of people, and I was hoping to get some people from Taiwan as well. But the reason I did it in the morning was because it's evening in Taiwan. So the vast majority of my subscribers are from Taiwan. But a lot of people came in, but they didn't leave a thumbs up. I wish they would have said hello. I'm trying to find out where people are from. So if you're joining the stream, let me know where you're from if I don't know already. Rashid, you live on the north side of Houston? I think I remember. Is that right? How does my background in broadcasting influence my content creation? Spring. I live in Richmond, Rashid. It's a good question. I think what helps, it really helps in my editing, because in news, I think what it is I know how to tell a story using my video. I think I try to have a beginning, middle, and end to everything, to the story. And where it really helps me is, and I think like if people are new to YouTube and new to editing, I think what helps me is my background in editing, and I'm able to put together like the videos that I do pretty quickly, and I shoot them in such a way where it's going to be easier to edit. So the majority of the time, especially with just vlogs, I shoot them in the sequence where I want to edit them. So when I get to editing, it's really easy. I just cut out my bloopers and things where I messed up, and so that's a lot of it. And I think as far as camera work, I think my visually, I think I know what I'm looking for a lot, and it just makes things a lot easier, just because I've done this my whole career, where it's just second nature to me. Whereas so many people get into YouTubing, and if they don't, it's easy now with phones and everything. You can shoot your vlogs or videos with your phone, but I think the editing is the tougher part if you want to get really good at it. And I wanted to keep, and I've said this in my very earlier videos, that I wanted to do this as a hobby for the time whenever I retire, which who knows when that's going to be. I've got a job that I like, so I'm not in a rush to retire, but it's a hobby. Yeah, that was pretty hard, where I did the thing where I talked to myself. Um, it was hard. Well, no, it wasn't that hard, but it was just that one I really had to think out. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna do that again, but that was fun. I think a lot of it, as far as editing, depends on the program that you have. I know a lot of people use CapCut, which I think is free. I have Adobe Premiere because of my school account. We also get one for home use, and it's really nice. And a lot of people use DaVinci Resolve. It's free. I've looked into it, but it looks pretty difficult, just because I haven't taken the time to learn it. Oh, I think I thought I did a video explaining that. Hmm. Let me think. Let me see if I can describe that. So I had the questions that I was going to ask myself all written down. So when I would ask a question, I would ask the question, and then just sit there and just nod my head. And so on the split screen, I would ask the question and then just sit there and nod my head while I answered. And then how you get away with that is you cut to the tight shot. So I believe that's what I did. Yeah, I would cut to the tight shot of me answering the question. And then after that, you can go anywhere. And then after the tight shot, where I'm answering the question, I would just blah, 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 answer the question. Then I would look like I was looking at myself and not say anything. It's kind of hard to explain. Yes, it would have been tough to do if I kept it real time, just trying to time out the back and forth. But you can cheat by doing the tight shot, because once you go to the tight shot of answering the question, then you can cut to a tight shot of you asking. So it's kind of like that. 6 people in here. Let me know where you're from. I know we got Pennsylvania here, a couple Houstonians here. Let me know where you're from. You don't have to chat. Just let me know where you're from, though, if you're watching here. We are talking about anything. Wanting to talk a little bit about Taiwan if you're from Taiwan, but doesn't have to be. And I just, let me see if I can pull this up here. I just received this. Well, I got it when I went into YouTube yesterday. My congrats, 2 years on YouTube. Wow. So it's been, I started this channel 2 years ago this month. They didn't send me any money or anything, but they gave me a nice congrats. You don't get a YouTube plaque for that. Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, I'm looking. I need to put out some more videos. Like I said, I'm gonna put out a video soon about this tripod. I'm gonna keep that one quick though. Favorite type of video to create? That's pretty easy. It's the stuff I do when I'm in Taiwan, just because I was doing vlogs around Houston, but just talking about random things. But I got kind of bored doing that, just walking around the lake we have around our house. But I love going to Taiwan and doing videos there because there's so much to do and see there just by walking around. You know, I could drive somewhere here in Houston and come up with something, but what I'm trying to do right now, because the vast majority of my subscribers are from Taiwan, I want to start, and we're working on it now. I want to find people in Houston that are from Taiwan, and especially ones that have maybe businesses. And my wife's lined up a couple people I think we're going to do somewhat soon, and just talk to them about living here in the States more, so it won't be focused on me. It'll be just letting people in Taiwan know what it's like here living in the States, and maybe talking to them about what they miss about Taiwan, what they love about Houston. And I think the people that my wife had lined up, they moved here when they were pretty young, so they may not remember a lot about Taiwan growing up. But I want to do some stories like that that where people that watch here would be interested, and also people, my Taiwan audience would be interested as well. I think that'd be good. See you, Rashid. Thanks for watching. I use that Osmo Pocket 4, and hang on a second here. I think I have it in here. Yeah. So that's the newer camera, the Osmo Pocket 4P, and this is my Osmo Pocket 3, the one that I got as soon as I started vlogging, when I started this channel 2 years ago. So I use this one all the time when I was in Taiwan, even the most recent trip, because this camera just came out, and it's long story, but you can't get it here. You can't get it here, or you can't get the webcam I'm using right now. You can't buy that in the United States. So a lot of government regulations going on right now with that company, DJI, who makes that. So luckily my wife was able to find it in Taiwan. with their connections, and and brought it home for me. So I'm using that one now, but this one I'm going to keep, obviously, because it's a great camera. If you've seen any of my old vlogs from the past, the majority of them most of them were shot using this camera. I've only done a couple vlogs with this camera, the one we're watching the webcam on. But it's great. It's so easy to use. And I've never liked using my phone. I don't know why, but what's funny about that is I had a video I shot on my phone in Taiwan where I didn't bring my camera, and my son and I were at the Taiwan Botanical Garden there, Taipei Botanical Garden. I didn't have my camera with me, so I just used this, and it was a quick little video. I didn't really think much about it, and that actually is like my second most viewed video, and it was shot on this phone with no mic or anything. So it just goes to show it's not always the camera. The best thing about the 4 is it has 2 lenses. So one is zoomed in. One is 3 times the other one. There's a wide lens and 3 times lens. So yes, it's better in that way. This is the Pocket 4P. They have the Pocket 4 out as well, but the 4 is just like this, pretty much just like this camera, with a few better upgrades, I guess you could say. So this camera here obviously just has 1 lens, and the camera we're watching this on now has 2 lenses. Let me show it. It's going to be a tight shot here. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, see, so no one wants to see that, but so yeah, I can zoom in with that one. You can zoom in with this too, but it's a digital zoom, and you lose quality when you do that. That one, it's a second lens, so it's an optical zoom, so it just looks better. So that one is really good for those people who want to get really cinematic, and we know that's the catch what everyone talks about. But no, it's good for doing interviews, like talking head interviews, which I've used that camera at work a few times, and it's really nice. So the 4 itself is not much better than the 3, but the 4P, and some people say that stands for 4 Pro, I think is better, much better for what I do. But like I said, you can do a lot of stuff on your phone as well. Well, Stephen, you've done a good job keeping the chat going. Got a lot of people that aren't talking, but that's okay. Action. Yes. Oh, I might have one in. Do I have it in here? Well, it's funny you should say that. Oh yeah, if you look at my last, was it my last video? Yeah, it was the video about this camera, saying that this camera is going to be the last I'm ever going to buy. I show off most of my cameras there. So to answer your question, yes, I have action cameras. This one is pretty cool. This is I use this in Taiwan. It's the DJI Nano, and this comes apart. That's pretty cool. And this has a screen on it. And so I can put this camera places. It's magnetic. It will mount on anything metal. I can just carry it around, and then I can watch it on this screen here. So I use this when I climbed up Monkey Mountain in Taiwan. I wanted something. That's the thing about these pocket cameras is they're not as sturdy, and if you were to fall or drop it, might have some issues. So I use this one. I should use it more than I do. It's really nice. It's really nice. And these microphones can connect to here, and that's what I like. And I also have the DJI Action 4 camera that I use off and on. And they're up to the 6 now, the DJI Action 6. But the 4 is good enough for what I need. And I use that one in Taiwan as well. I can't remember which story. But that's a good camera as well. But as we know on the last video, I'm not buying any more cameras. That's what I said. So I'm going to try to stick to it. Yes, I have used it. That's the other thing. Well, let me see if I can find it somewhere in my bag of tricks. So, yes, you can wear it for POV shots, point of view shots. So, got too much stuff here. So yeah, the easiest way is I can wear this around my neck, and there's also mounts you can use. You can put it on your hat as well. So like I said, this will pop off. I can put this around my neck, and there you go. And this will go, connect through my shirt, because if you leave it on the outside, it's gonna, if I bend over, it's gonna want to do that. But inside the shirt, it's gonna stick right there. So yeah, I do some POV shots with it. I need to use this camera more than I do. But the Nano is a really good camera. Yes, I have, what is that called? I have 2 drones. I bought one of the Mavics, the DJI Mavics, one of the early Mavics, and that's a good drone. And I have I forgot the name of it. It's a smaller drone. It's a DJI drone. I haven't used it often. I used it last year. Yeah, I can't think of the name of it, but it's this I think it's the Air 2S. I think it's the Mavic Air 2S, if I'm not mistaken. And I use a drone at work. I use the drone at work a lot more because it has 3 lenses on it, so it's really nice. And it's I think it's the Mavic Pro 3, DJI Mavic Pro 3. I think that's the name of it. So yep, use drones too. When I worked at the TV station, we had to have a license to fly drones, and so that's what I did. I got my license. I'm gonna keep this going for about another 10 minutes. That'll be an hour-long live stream. I kind of do know a lot about gear, but then again, I don't know a lot about gear. There's a lot. Thanks. Well, you've seen them if you watch YouTube at all. There are some people that do some incredible stuff, and I'm like, how do they do that? I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of videos to try to get ideas. A lot of talented people out there. I'm not a good teacher. I I did a couple videos about how I structure my vlogs. I did those my first probably about 3 or 4 or 5 videos into when I started this channel. And if you watch that, if you go back and watch that, that might help you if you're into doing that kind of stuff. But I appreciate it. Favorite YouTubers. I'm trying to think who I'm subscribed to right now because there's so many people. I have 2 YouTube channels. One of them, my second one, I don't really update, and I follow different people on that one. I have some of my my television work on that channel, and that one I put some of my documentaries that I've done over the years and stuff. So that one. But anyway, what I was alluding to is, so I follow some people off that channel, and I follow other people on the other channel. So, well, I've told the story, but the person that got me into wanting to do this vlogging, especially, was Bob from Bob's Utopia, and he's retired and lives in Taiwan for about 4 months a year, maybe 3 to 5 months a year, I guess. And he was vlogging, and that got me interested in doing this. So I count him as a favorite YouTuber. Wow, I'm trying to think right now. Let me I should know this. Let me look through. I'll show. Where'd my phone go? It depends what I'm looking for. But I'm going to look at my phone here and look at my subscription list real quick here. So yeah, I listen to. I watch golfers. I watch a lot of Taiwan YouTubers. No, I shouldn't say a lot. I watch a lot of expats over there, like a guy named Prazi. Another guy, his name is actually the same as mine, Alan. I think his channel's Life in Taiwan. I've been recently followed Brendan Sutton. He's an Australian, and I was hoping he would be able to get in today. But in fact, I'm supposed to do a live stream with him down the road on his channel, I believe. But he's Australian, and he goes to Taiwan and different places, and we kind of connected through YouTube. And I would have seen him had I gone to Taiwan this summer. We were going to meet up. But his name is Brendan Sutton. I watch, like I said, a lot of golfers. I like to watch people like creative people that are retired, because this is, like I said, the hobby I want to keep doing. And I watch a lot of camera channels as well, but I'm trying not to watch as many of those, since I'm trying not to buy as many cameras anymore. Probably didn't answer that question very well. I don't have a particular favorite YouTuber, though. I like people that are. I probably watch a lot of travel YouTubers, ones that are really good about telling stories, the kind that get out and interview interesting people. I like those. Problem with a lot of the Taiwan. Well, I probably don't follow them. A lot of the Taiwan videos I watch, they're all kind of the same. They do the same thing, whereas they go show you where they eat, and I get tired of those after a while. It gets to be kind of like the same thing. So, been trying to find some. I like watching, trying to find, oh, and Cole Fogel, he's another one of my favorites. Yeah, I didn't really give you any names of channels to follow. It depends on what you're interested in, I guess. Cole Fogel, I forgot to mention him. He's a Canadian expat living in Taiwan, and he interviewed me for his channel when I was there, and I interviewed him for mine as well. I think he interviews mostly foreigners that live in Taiwan or visiting Taiwan, and I think he puts out like a video a week. Well, we've gone about an hour, so if you're still here, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I think we got up to 5, maybe 6 at the most, but it's my first, and I'll try it again some other time. Oh, I got 3 more viewers. Hey, if you just jumped in, let me know where you're from real quick. Let me know where you are from. 5, okay. I was just about to wrap it up, but say hello in the chat. Please let me know where you are watching from. I think a lot of people are just somehow seeing this pop up and then they go away, but Texas, okay. Well, welcome. Are you subscribed to me, or did you just come across a random live stream? Thanks, Steven. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Well, Delta, welcome. I'm just talking about a little bit of everything. So thanks for commenting, because a lot of people haven't really commented. Thanks again, Steven. Appreciate it. Oh, wow. I was just about to sign off, but I'll stay on now that the big dog's here. What's up, Boomer is here. You haven't missed too much. That's okay. I probably got up to, thanks again, Stephen. I probably got up to maybe 5, 6 viewers, nothing big like you. And Steven's he did all of the chatting, and my wife and Delta, who just happened upon my live stream. But I was hoping some people from Taiwan would get in here. At least one person from Taiwan would say hello. And that's why I scheduled this so early in the morning. Otherwise, I would have scheduled it at night. But everything went smoothly. You just woke up. I thought you were Eastern time. What are you doing sleeping so late? Don't you live in the East? Or no, you're Central time, right? I can't remember. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew that. Okay. I knew that. I don't know why I thought you were. So we're almost as hot as you guys. It's supposed to be like about 102 degrees here. Well, that's nothing to you, but it's been very hot here and we've got no rain at all lately. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks again. Do it again sometime. The Fang Brothers. Where are you from, Fang Brothers? We're talking about anything and everything. So Stephen was asking me a lot of camera questions. Everyone's from Texas. Did you just happen upon this live stream too? Are you subscribed to me? I'm using this mic. Does it sound okay? I'm using the Mic Mini 2, I think it is. So it's just connected. I'm connected, Boomer. I'm connected to my Osmo Pocket 4P. I'm putting it to use. It's my web camera. Here's my. I need a Christmas tree like you in the background. I'm in my son's bedroom, by the way. So there's my original vlogging camera, the Pocket 3. Still a great camera, but yeah, I'm using my new camera as my web camera, and it works great. Works great. My stomach is growling. I don't know if you can hear that. Fang Brothers, do you guys? Oh, okay. You just answered my question. Well, cool. I was hoping more people actually living in Taiwan right now were gonna join. That's why, like I said, that's why I did it so early in the morning. But thanks for subscribing. Which part of Taiwan are you from? And how did you come across this channel in the first place? Or did my wife tell you to subscribe? Oh, that's my wife's city. Yeah. My brother-in-law lives there. Well, thanks, Delta. I appreciate it. Look through the channel and see if you see videos that you like, and leave a comment on them. I don't know. I talk about all kinds of stuff, but if you're interested, yeah, let me know. Leave a comment on one of those videos. It doesn't put it out internationally. But but if my subscribers would see it though, right? My Taiwan subscribers would see it, but you're saying it wouldn't, unless they're subscribing, they wouldn't see it. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Well, you're subscribed, so that makes sense, Fang Brothers. Yeah, I got to think about that. And that's why I'm doing this live stream, because I wanted to figure all that sort of stuff out. So when you do your live streams and you have double boxes, do you have a different software to do that for, like, when you have a guest on yours? You can't do that through just YouTube, can you? Hmm. but I don't know. Oh, StreamYards. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Is that free? Probably not. Or it might be. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I gotta do that. If I do this, yeah, I think I'll go live again. I'm glad some people. I was just about to log off. I'd gotten up to like 5 people here. Limited hours per month. Oh, okay. But luckily, Boomer showed up and Delta and the Fang brothers. I was just about to sign off because I don't think many people knew about it. But I was, like I said, I was testing it out last night, and if someone sent me the chat in Chinese, it was translating it for me. So that's why I was hoping people from Taiwan would leave a comment, and then I would have saw their translation. Now, some of them may not be able. Well, a lot of them probably can understand me, but I put captions on my video so they watch it that way. I don't know if they could understand. Some of my subscribers would understand what I'm saying without transcripts or without captions. So Delta, which part of Texas do you live in? I live in Houston, by the way. As by the Houston Rockets hat. Fang brothers, how long have you lived in Texas? Oh, okay, cool. Delta, how did were you just looking through live streams on YouTube and then you just saw this one, or I'm still interested in how it popped up since you weren't subscribing? I have my Taipei shirt on, by the way. I bought this in last time I was there. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh, someone's gonna. You were gonna hear about this, Trey. That's my son. My favorite Rockets player, right now or in the past? Right now, Houston Rockets. I'm trying to think of the Rockets. I don't know if on the past. Well, it's Akeem, Yao Ming, Charles Barkley. So here's what's interesting is when I moved here in 1994, could have been before you were born, I don't know, but I worked at a TV station for many years, and I was a sports cameraman, and I covered the Houston Rockets all the time, and I covered them for their second championship. So I shot a lot of their games, and I was around the Houston Rockets for many years. I went to China with the Houston Rockets when Yao Ming was here, and followed him to Shanghai and Beijing. So I have a lot of older Rockets that I really liked covering and following. Those were the good old years. Hopefully they'll get back to it. Yes, I did make a video. I have a video. Well, I have a video on my other YouTube channel, my Yao Ming documentary that I shot when I was at the TV station. And did I put one? I did a video about Charles Barkley, about him telling me to shave my hair when I was going bald. And he said, just go all the way. So I did a video about Charles Barkley saying that, yes. Charles Barkley I think he lives in Arizona, by the way. He used to live in Phoenix, I know. The one Houston Rocket that knew me by name, that would call me by my name. So I've always liked him. Oh, Delta is my son. He's in the other room. He's trolling me. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a random person, but I couldn't see the picture. All right, Boomer. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll try this again during the nighttime one of these days. Yeah, he's going to pay for that, Boomer. Trust me. Very soon. I'm afraid to ask, are the Fang brothers going to be my other son or my daughter? I don't know. Are you guys really from Taiwan? When did you move to Houston? Or it might be some other relatives. Who knows? I should ban him. Ban him for life. Great suggestion. But when did you move to the Houston area? How long have you lived in Houston? Do you go to Chinatown much? Chinatown area? I wish I had known about, the reason I asked that is, they just put up this new mural, and people from Taiwan were there that were helping to paint the mural. And I wish I had known about that, because that would have made a great video. I would have liked to have put them on camera and interviewed them for this channel, because the vast majority of my subscribers are from Taiwan. And if you're from Taiwan, let me know right now, or if you're living in Taiwan. But I wish I had known that they were painting that mural. I haven't seen it yet in person, but I want to see it. But that would have been a great video I could have done. And what I'm looking for now, yeah, I'm not sure. You could probably look it up. I haven't been to Chinatown in a little while. But what I'm looking to find now, I want to do some videos on people that have moved here and maybe have like a business like that grew up in Taiwan, but maybe have like a tea shop or something like that, and find out why they like Houston, what brought them here, that kind of thing. If you know of anybody like that, let me know. Let me see if I can find a mural for you real quick. It was also done by a local artist. I don't know if you saw my video where I went to the Taipei Zoo, but a Houston artist went there and painted a mural for them. Well, that same artist was part of this mural as well. But they just finished it the other day. It is, looking it up right now, and I'll let you know. Doesn't really say. Oh, it's by Trung Wen E Coffee and Chicha San Chen. I think it's looks like it's by like a coffee shop. Yeah, it's by it's on the side of that coffee shop. It must be the Vietnamese coffee shop, Trung Wen E Coffee. So it's right there. It looks like it's on the corner of a building. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, go do your homework, Delta. If you're new to the live stream, you don't have to chat. Just let me know where you're from, though. This is my first live stream. I've gone almost an hour and a half. People coming in and out, and just talking about a little bit of everything, whether it's Taiwan, me. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll try to keep it going as long as people seem interested. I'm in my son's bedroom right now, in case you're wondering. My name is not TJ. As I mentioned before, I was hoping people actually from Taiwan would get in here and leave a message in the chat. Oh, cool. Well, I'll let me look at your. Let me find you real quick here. Oh, wow, cool. You've been to a lot of the places I've gone to. Cool. Well, I'll subscribe. I like these kind of videos, so there you go. You now have 119 subscribers. I'll be sure to check out your videos later. I'm trying to get my son into vlogging down the road, but he's too busy playing Roblox. How often do you guys go back to Taiwan? Yeah, the last time I went, I only stayed 10 days. Went there in March and only stayed 10 days, but I packed a lot in those 10 days. But I'm going to try to get back there next March. Yeah, I was talking earlier that I was supposed to go this summer, but it was going to rain every day, it looked like, so I canceled the trip. Again, if you popped in on this live stream, just let me know where you're from. I'm just this is an experiment. We're talking about a little bit of everything. My channel's based, I do a lot of vlogs, and a lot of vlogs I do when I go to Taiwan. So if you're in here, especially if you're from Taiwan, let me know. And my stomach is growling. I don't know if you guys can, I hope you can't hear that. It's getting loud. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try this again, probably, I don't know, in a few weeks. This was my very first live stream. I appreciate all of you that left a chat or left me a message in the chat. Thanks again, Stephen, for the nice little donation there. I appreciate that. And thank you guys for watching. Take care. And be sure to check out my channel, see if you like it.